Okay, we've got class 66 Armistice starting up, and you're going to see it going over all types of points, all Insulfrog, some streamlined, some set track, and this is probably the most comprehensive sidings test you're going to see. It starts by coming in on a left hand set track point, and it's then coming through a curved set track point at radius 3. A little bit faster please. Gauge Master Prodigy 2, speed setting 14, or we're going to be all day. This is a streamlined curve point, all Peco track, as I said, all Insulfrog points. And as I've said before, your loco should go through these points easily. If it doesn't, it's dirty track, poor power connection. With this loco, you're actually driving it. A lot of digital locos, you click change direction, it brakes automatically and then turns round. With this locomotive, it's the real deal. But you do feel you are driving the locomotive. You need to hit the brake and keep the brake on until it stops before you can change direction. Because this is so realistic, it takes the same time to move as a real locomotive, which for this sidings test means it's going to take a little bit longer. However, you will see that a Bachmann Digital Class 66 will negotiate all types of points. Give it some power, see if it'll speed up. Hit 2 again. What we've just found out is, if you hold the brake on, and we've just learnt right now, the brake will stay locked on. Now we didn't know this, hence why we could rev the engine up and the loco wouldn't move. I mean, these digital locomotives are superb and they are a realistic experience. Now, to be honest, I take a bit of skill to drive. You do have to think about what you're doing, whereas with analogue, it's just a case of backwards, forwards, on, off. Whereas this, you're operating, well, it's everything. There's a speed setting 14 of 1 to 8. Now this is a radius 2 part of a radius 2 curve point. Well, they're all radius 2. They're radius 2 and radius 3 set track curve points. Idiot, that was me. I changed the wrong point. Give us a sound again. Luckily it didn't derail. What I'm doing is I'm hitting the 1 set instead of the 2 set. But you can see now I've done the correct point. We'll go back. There's 19 points on this fiddle yard, so you'll have to forgive me if I hit the wrong point occasionally. However, what that did demonstrate was the power comes in from the outside of the track, because the point I needed to do was C23 and I hit C13, and what that did was that cut the power off coming into the track from the main loop. Now the skill to get this to stop correctly on these sidings that really are too small for this is a bit of an art. But we're not hiding anything, we're showing you exactly how it is. It's a speed setting 14. Now, you might be watching this and thinking, well, this is getting a bit boring. Well, it may be. However, what you are seeing is that a digital class 66, a Bachmann model, I emphasise it's a Bachmann model, will run over these sidings without an issue. Now it's going to start to get tighter. Now it's going backwards and forwards over these points as well, so it's not just being tested on 18 points, it's being tested consistently backwards and forwards on all these points. Now, This is radius 2 curved. All radius 2. Now on the slave camera you're getting a close-up of it going into here, and just lost the sound. Do you want to give us hit the sound again? There we go. I don't know why. Dirty track possibly. And give us the cab lights again, that's your thing. Change direction. Was it 13? There you go. Change direction. There we go. The thing with this is, if you don't get the braking right and stop it absolutely dead and leave it, it will not change direction. I personally prefer the digital locomotives where you hit change direction and it stops on its own and it changes. Now that does not mean there is not a way of making this do that. We just don't know it. Now this is tight. Now I don't know if you remember, this is the third one of these I had to buy because quite simply it was cutting out. And this is a superb locomotive, it really is. As I was saying, I bought 3 and I had to send them back because they kept cutting out. I thought, well, is it my track? Well, lucky for me, I've got a couple of these so I could check. And here we go. And you can see it's stopping on points all the time. and that is tight, and you can see on the other camera how tight it is, I hope, on the sub screen. So this locomotive is probably going over about 30 points in this one sidings test, because it's going backwards and forwards over the same points. And here we are on the tightest part. Now when you see it going backwards and coming out, you will see it's going over all radius 2 track. There's no let up. So to surmise this, if you've got a small fiddle yard like we have, or sidings yard like where you have with tight points, you know the Bachmann class 66 will run fine. You have also found out that Peco Insulfrog points of all type, a digital locomotive like this will run over. And this is tight, this is really tight, radius 2. Set track, radius 2 curve, radius 2 here, and a big thank you to Susan, because you have to brake this by manually like a driver. You actually drive this locomotive. And here we go, we're powering up, coming out, and this is all radius 2, set track curve points. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this sidings test. Thank you.